Across the Caloosahatchee River from the Luminary Hotel in downtown Fort Myers. Sun hasn't set just yet, but you know it's going to be a pretty one. Not really anything in the way of cloud cover out there. High pressure is still in control. A lot of dry air upstairs in the mid and upper levels. Right now we're at 80 degrees at dew point, though. Here at the surface, that moisture is starting to increase. So right now those winds are out of the southwest around 9 miles per hour, helping those dew points to come up. And as they do so, it means your morning temperatures won't be quite so cool. Speaking of which, today we started off at 59 degrees. Yesterday was roughly 10 degrees cooler. So we continue to see that warm up build. 59 this morning, up to 85 this afternoon. So overall above normal for today. That average high being 78, and that record, we were close within a couple of degrees. As for rainfall, we could certainly use it here across southwest Florida, especially for Collier, Lee, Hendry, and Glades. Fort Myers in deficit now by just over 2 inches since January 1st, and Naples now in deficit by nearly 2 inches. Speaking of which, just received this new information in from the Florida Forest Service. Now, this particular type of drought index specifically looks at the amount of moisture in the top 8 inches of the ground. Basically, the drier the ground, the higher that fire risk. And look at this. Notice now Collier County, yesterday we were in yellow. Well, today we're in orange as we start to see that moisture in the top levels of our soil reach critical dryness. Same story for Hendry and Lee. We continue to dry out here. Now very dry officially. As for Glades County, also now in that very dry range. Meanwhile, Charlotte, DeSoto, Sarasota is still exceptionally moist because of just how wet it was over the fall, specifically from Hurricane Ian. So in terms of when we could see a couple of rain showers, if we squeeze out a 20% rain chance on Friday, so maybe a shower hit or miss, it'll likely be in Collier County or into Hendry and Glades. That said, but notice that's really our only rain chance in my 7-day forecast. So that's as our next little cold front comes through. But for now, conditions will continue to stay dry. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, dry conditions for that morning commute, widespread 60s instead of widespread 50s. Very warm for the afternoon. Just like today, we will again be heading into the low and mid 80s, feeling more like spring. And then pushing ahead to your Friday, another mild start expected. Heading into your Friday afternoon, winds become southerly and then southwesterly for the afternoon ahead of that approaching front. And again, could squeeze out a passing rain shower, but otherwise that front will be moving through really without much fanfare and without much impact. Look at this. So Saturday, we'll drop back those temperatures into the upper 70s, closer to where they should be, and that'll be it. That's my only 70-something degree day in the forecast, because by Sunday we're right back to the lower 80s and staying above average as we head into next week.